What's poppin', YouTube? And here we go. And everyone knows haters, and let's get 1,000 likes, 1,000 subs, 1,000 views on this video. And let's get started. Let's get. Before my mom calls me back. That's what they all say. That's what they want you to think. And then they all will give you garbage or won't give you money at all. Wait. Dang it, I still need... Whoa! Just kidding. I figured out. It's so beautiful though, bruh. This is going to take forever just to get. What are these like blue donuts? Blow that money, baby! Blowing that money! Oh, snaps. Upgrade, baby! Uh-huh. I wish it were that easily.
Yeah. So I just talked to Grandma for a little bit. Anyway, so she was telling me that Grandpa had to put Oscar down because of his injuries or whatever. Plus, he's getting really old anyway. But yeah, oh goodness, me hurts. Ugh. Oh, so Karen and I watched the movie about Mr. Rogers, like how he decided to go into television to help kids and stuff. It was a good movie. Near the end, it made us cry and stuff, but it was still a good movie. Like it was because basically the day of Mr. Rogers' funeral, there were stupid people outside of the church protesting Mr. Rogers and crap like that. Come out that he caused a whole generation to be to- what's the word like um, no be to act like that they're entitled because he said that they're special or whatever that meant that he meant. Like they twisted what he was saying. Like how he normally would say, you're special just by being you. And they twisted what he said and made it seem like when he said that it made kids think that they didn't have to do anything with their lives and all this other crap. Sit there and expect other people to do everything for them. Bullcrap. No, I was just saying that that's what these stupid protesters were saying about Mr. Rogers and crap. Like, I'm like, no, Mr. Rogers didn't do that. If y'all chose to raise your kids differently, they would have turned out differently. It has nothing to do with Mr. Rogers in the first place. It's like people are always so quick to try to blame somebody else for their failures. Not to mention Mr. Rogers didn't even do anything wrong. I'm like, y'all are stupid as heck. I was like, you know, like, help kids, not the other way around. What are you doing? Anyway, yeah, you're making too much noise. It's hard to talk to you if you're making all that noise. Good night. That's like super loud. Anyways, why are you jingling something? Anyways, stomach hurt. Hey, what is all that noise? Stop. Why are you doing it? It's so loud. Yeah. William, seriously, thank you. Finally. Wow. Anyways, yeah, these people had stupid signs talking mess about Mr. Rogers and everything, and like they were forcing their kids to carry signs and everything too. Really, really stupid. But anyway, and that I don't know. That part made me sad. Made Karen and I sad, obviously. And then like I don't know, like what was I gonna say? Oh well, the thing is, Mr. Rogers was actually an ordained minister. So by him doing that show, it was his way of reaching out to kids and trying to help them and stuff without without saying he was a minister, like without him officially saying on TV, "I'm a minister" or whatever. Um, but anyway, it was saying like, um, I guess how Mr. Rogers came up with some of his material was when he was a little boy, he had scarlet fever and like he was sick for a long time. So like he would do make believe in his bed. Like he'd pretend his knees were two snow covered heels, and then like he'd use little ant stuffed animals and pretend they were, different characters and stuff and whatever. Try to entertain himself and whatever like that. And I think Daniel Tiger like was one of them and stuff. And like they were saying like Daniel Tiger, they think that Daniel Tiger was definitely like more or less like Mr. Rogers, but in a puppet form. Like he was that was like his inner child, but it was a puppet form or whatever. And anyway, so and like that man that was the police officer. Um, anyway, they so like people were talking mess too because in real life that man is gay, and just because he didn't condemn that man and he allowed that man to be on his show, but like the man wasn't portraying anything about being gay on the show, but just because he was gay, they were talking crap about Mr. Rogers um, being sympathetic with gay people and crap. I was like, that's so stupid. It's like that's what you're supposed to do in the first place, is be sympathetic with people because that's what Christ did when he was on the earth. He was sympathetic with people that were different and that were sinners, and he wanted them to know that he still loved them and stuff, even though they were doing stuff that wasn't necessarily right. But anyway, it was really sad. But anyway, it was a good movie though about Mr. Rogers. Mm, but anyway, ooh, my stomach. Yeah. Oh, like okay, so how obviously there's the superheroes like Superman and stuff that can fly. Well, when those shows were first coming out, and probably even now, like kids think, oh, if that person in that show can fly, so can I and crap. So basically, at the time there were a lot more injuries due to kids pretend wanting to fly, and then they would, have to probably go to the ER or something because of it. And so Mr. Rogers did like a he did one of his shows on it or whatever, and it was like showing this bird that was trying to fly or whatever, but like she was a baby, so she still didn't know how to fly. And then she was like, but she tried to tell, like, she started trying to fly, and then, oh, the owl was like, "What are you doing? You can't fly yet." And she's like, "Yes, I can. My dress is a magic dress, and it can fly," and all this crap. And then O was like, and so anyway, she started flying anyway, or tried to, and then Lady Elaine had to catch her because she almost crashed to the ground. and everything. And she's like, see, just because you think your dress is magic doesn't mean it really is, and all this stuff. And anyway, so they were trying to teach them how to be safe with certain shows coming out and everything that were trying to make kids think that they could fly and crap. But anyway, and plus he was like, Mr. Rogers was saying he was outraged with the shows that were showing kids to like, like throw pies in each other's faces and like hit each other and crap like that. He's like, I am really angry that this crap is being shown to our children and all this stuff or whatever. But he's like, seriously, this is called entertainment and all this stuff and like whatever. He was really upset about it. But anyway. Oh, like so so the little kitty cat's house, the house number for the kitty cat was 147 or 143. And the 143 represented I love you because there's one letter in I and then three in or four in love and then three in you. And then they were saying how Mr. Rogers, when he was like, from the time I forget, maybe from the time he started, the show, he always weighed 143. And so he would always like do the same workout every day and stuff, and then he would always weigh the same and stuff like that. But anyway, they just thought it was cool that that was the house number for the kitty cat, and he wanted it to. He basically said it meant I love you, and that his weight was the same thing. So, anyways, my feet are dead. Woo! Sorry, I was on the back toilet. My foot is all tingling, feeling. I hate that when it's super tingling. Anyway, so. Ah. Ah. Hold on a sec. Ah. Okay. All right. Probably should get going. I need to see what I gotta get done now. Okay. Love you, Liam. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Okay, that was awkward, but interesting at the same time. I love talking to my mom. But anyway, I mean, literally, I love my mom, but it's kind of weird talking to her, especially when I'm in the middle of doing a video. I'm sorry, Mom, if you watch this, if you're watching this and you're like, well, I was doing a video the whole time, what? But, yes, Mom, I'm sorry. Don't judge me if you see. Don't be weird. Don't be weirded out, Mom. Oh my goodness! This is so fun. Give me some. Give me some candy. Candy that looks like donuts. Anyway, that is the video for today. Or not for today, for the first video of the day. Okay, bye guys. See you later. Bye. Peace out and join us tomorrow because it's every day, bro. And join us later because we're not done. We still have 5 more videos to do. Anyway, bye.